Coffee time, coffee time.
Yeah, this ain't your average cup of Joe. This ain't your average cup of Joe.
Listen, I need it in the morning. I need it in the morning. I need it at night. He always keeps it brewing. He always keeps it tight. Just a little sip, it'll get you right. Terrence Pickett always be the one that gets the coffee right. The coffee's right. The coffee's right. In my life, it's never a wrong time or crime to get what's yours and to get what's mine. Come on, coffee time, coffee time. In my life, coffee time, coffee time. Feels alright. I need a little sugar, put it in my cup. Can you serve it, Terrence? Let me know what's up. And at the end of the show, you can brew another pot. Just make sure you make it hot. Come on.
And good morning to everybody, and a hearty good morning, good morning, good morning. Do me a favor, invite somebody to share. Yeah, baby. Invite somebody to share. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been with you. And it's so good to be on Coffee Time. We've aired a few from the station, but I just found out this morning that many of you couldn't see it because it was on the wrong page. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. So my apologies, but we are here now. Do me a favor, invite somebody, share. Invite somebody. Share. This morning, we're talking about the fake you. The fake you. Ooh, the fake you. So, invite somebody to share. I'm just going to go ahead and start talking. If you get on, just make sure you say something to me. I want you to talk back to me because I don't know you there if you don't. Latanya Dixon, good morning. If you are on, invite somebody to share. And when you do, make sure you say something so I can respond back. Invite somebody. Chanel Bracy, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So we're talking about the fake you. What is happening is that there's so much pressure that people are allowing to be put on them because of social media. You're trying to keep up with who's successful, who has this. You feel like your life is not significant, and as a result of that, you want to be a part of the in crowd. You want to be a part of the people that are able to share. You want to be a part of the noise. You want to get the accolades and praise. So because you've not been getting it, you feel slighted, and that slighted has pushed you into a state of depression. So now you've created something to become. You don't have the substance to sustain it, so it's not going to last. And what I really want to find out is, why is it we feel we have to perform for social media? I do not get it. It's like we are spending our entire lives chasing likes. If I can promise you, if well, I won't say that, but we're chasing likes, and we're doing it in the wrong way. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on one sec. Okay. We're chasing likes. We're chasing them in the wrong way. We want or feel the need to be a part of the crowd. We want people to like us. We want to put stuff out that causes us to go viral. And there's this There's this thirst for attention that we are seeking, and we're going about it the wrong way. I think to a certain point, all of us want some measure of attention. Nobody's getting on social media without the desire of getting noticed, whether it's business, jokes. We want to get noticed. The problem, this mic's getting on my nerves. The problem in getting noticed is that there should not be this overwhelming desire for getting noticed to the point that it pushes you beyond who you are, and it pushes you to be someone that you don't have the power to sustain. You don't have a grace to be that person. You know, it takes strength to be you. It does. I'm gonna sit back and we're gonna work this out today. I'm gonna get this mic right too. It takes strength to be you. No matter what people may think, no matter what you've gone through, it takes strength to be you. Shanika Reed, good morning. Now I need y'all to do me a favor. You, Latanya Dixon, Chanel Bracy, Shanika Reed. I need y'all to do me a favor. Can you share this on your page? Can you do that for your boy? We're entering into a different season. And I am getting ready to launch my radio show. It's an all new show, of course. Okay, this is where I need to be right here. Give me 1 second. It's an all new show, and this time I'm really preparing others who belong on radio. I'm teaching them, preparing them, and getting them ready, because I believe that this time around is for the next generation. I'm there for us, but I don't know how long I'm going to do radio. I may do 6 months, I do a year. I've been going back and forth about going back on. It's a tug of war in me, because there are some things that I like about it. I just think the season that I was in, where that was my passion, that my desire, it was my desire. I believe that season is past. Now I'm still on radio in other places, but they're old shows. I just send them in. And to create something else outside of what we've had, not too thrilled about that. And I go back and forth every day. Am I going to do this? No. Yes. No, I'm not going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And even put out coming back to radio, the Terrence Pickett Show. So I'll do it for a while, but my intent in doing it is really to create opportunity for different voices. At some point, I'm going to give that afternoon drive to somebody else. God is blessed, and he's given me a seat at the table of decisions as it relates to the radio station. I'm deciding what shows go on. I'm deciding what shows come off. We've got some shows that are definitely coming off, and we've got some new shows that are coming on the first of the year. We're going to be doing all the advertising for it next month, but I'm staying true to who I believe I am, and I'm staying true to what I believe I'm called to do. And it's different now. You know, I'm older. Train is out there on them boats. it would be good and wonderful to do it with him again. I just don't think it's going to be likely or possible. But then again, who knows? Maybe. However, we're going to do something, I believe, that has not been done. And that is we're going to pull on pure people who have something to say and who are authentic. Authenticity has been lost in this generation primarily because we feel like we have to perform in order to be in others' graces. There is no uniqueness. Everybody's starting to look the same. Lipo, and cosmetic surgery, and big buttocks. Everybody's starting to look like Nicki Minaj, and it's troubling. It's troubling. I believe, you can do whatever you want. It's your body. You do have a will. But I believe you ought to embrace who you are. You should. You should embrace who you are, and you should embrace what you're called to do. And you shouldn't feel less than because you don't have a bunch of likes. I came on early this morning, so maybe y'all not woke. There takes, Stephanie Clark, good morning to you. It takes strength to be you. You have to have the intestinal fortitude to appreciate what God has created in you so that you don't have to embrace some idea that looks good on you. And I'm telling you, social media is creating fake news and it's creating fake people. There's no self-identity. Self-identity is lost. We're insecure, and we're doing anything to be seen and to get likes. So I want to talk about a couple of things that you can do to stay out of that trap, to stay out of that scenario. Embrace what you're called to do and allow what you're called to do to lead the way for you. I know now, no matter what offer I get, I know what I'm called to do and what I should have based on where it fits when it comes to my call. Because God has called me to do certain things. If I cannot put it in the basket of where I'm going, I cannot entertain it because it's going to pull at my attention, pull me away, and it's going to create an open road that I have no business traveling down. What you're called to do will attract other opportunities, but those opportunities must fit in the lane that you're in. It shouldn't take you off the road that you're on. It must fit in the lane that you're in, and it must be a part of the road that you're on. My friends, any new friends that God may send, I can guarantee you that they're going to fit with where I am and where I'm going. Because God's not going to send you a distraction to the thing that he's called you to do. He's not going to send a distraction to who he's called you to be. He's not going to send you someone that's going to take you off the path. He's going to send someone that's going to complement you for the path. They're going to be able to complement. They're going to be able to give you something that you didn't have before. This is why I believe that companionship and accountability is necessary. It really is. It's necessary because it keeps you true to the call. The people that God sends you, they know your heart, they know who you are, and as a result of that, they will deal with the things that probably maybe you need to improve on. They're going to deal with those things a little differently than the person outside your circle would. The people that are with you, that are called to hold you accountable, they can love you because they know you. They can appreciate you because they know you. But they're never out to destroy you or to hurt you. They are generally there to help you and to challenge you. So they know how to communicate to you when it comes to the things that you need to improve. This keeps you real. I say this all the time. My brother, Orion Benjamin Reddick, who went home to be with the Lord, he would call me. I saw you Sunday. I'll never forget. He told me, I saw you Sunday and you're not looking like yourself. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not looking like myself? You're off. He said, it's something about you that's off. He said, I can tell you what it is. You're trying to fit with where you are instead of being who you're called to be. And we'd have these conversations and he would challenge me. Now, he had a language that I dare not repeat, but he had a grace for it. D-Mac, good to see you, DeJuan McIntyre. And he would challenge me. And that's what you need. You need people around you that knows you, that love you, that appreciate you, that celebrate you. But you need those same people to challenge you. And because they know you, they're going to challenge you in a certain way because they know what you can handle and what you can't. You know, there is, I said this yesterday on air, two things that's necessary in communication: tone and timing. If you want the message to get over, because most people communicate, they're not really trying to communicate, they're venting. And because they're venting, they're really not concerned about the message. They want you to know how they feel. And that's a different story, a different day. But if you're trying to get a message across and you're trying to be clear about the message, the two elements of communication is tone, that's how you say it, and timing, that's when you say it. You want to be able to curtail your tone. You want to make sure that when the time is right for you to speak, you want to make sure that you are heard correctly. You don't want the message to become blurry or cloudy because you have no emotional intelligence with your tone. So it's not just what you say. It's also how you say it. It's not just what you say. It's when you say it. There is a time to do everything. There's a time to discuss everything. Yeah, I don't think you should discuss heart matters when a person is angry, because when you're angry, your heart is closed and you don't have the ear to be able to hear with clarity. It's going to be clouded and in some ways disregarded by your emotions. So you want to catch a person when their heart is open. You want to catch them when they have the ability to absorb what's being said and pull out the points that are necessary and digest those things that's going to cause them to change to be better. Buck Tamula. What up, Buck? I'm on early this morning because I got stuff to do, but I wanted to get on this morning. So you want to You want to be able to say it in the time and tone so the person can hear what you're saying and make the adequate adjustments. Here's another piece that I give you when it comes to being authentic. It's okay to be true to you as long as what's being true is not being rude to others. I hear so many times, I'm just being real. No, you're being rude. You're not being real, you're being rude. And if being real causes you to be rude, then there's a level of adjustments that you need to make, because being real does not necessarily or should not institute you being rude. Being real is just you being authentic, you being able to share your heart. But I do believe when we think about time and tone, in sharing your heart, it should be done in a graceful way. Now, I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you something real good, and then I'm gonna sign off for this morning. And hopefully you'll replay this and you'll listen to it again. I'm gonna give you something good. There are times when a person's spirit is off that aggression is necessary, because you're not just dealing with what a person says, you're dealing with the seat that they're in. And most times people are going to put on their best front because they understand that in being nice, being kind is the doorway or the entry to you opening your heart to receive whatever it is they want. And a lot of times in opening your heart by being kind, that person doesn't have the right intentions. And there's an agenda at hand. So I know in my heart, I know in my spirit, when the devil has sent one of his kids, because I'm not pleasant. I'm tense. There's a lot of friction there, and nobody has said anything. It's just that the atmosphere or the mood or the spirit that the person is in has interrupted my peace. And a lot of times the Holy Spirit will show you who people are by your gauge of peace. All of a sudden, your peace has changed. You've shifted. You felt free, and you don't feel that. So you have to be attentive to how you feel when you're in the company of others, because I believe that God is speaking even through seemingly the most minute thing. I had a situation yesterday where I entered into a room. It was a meeting. And when I entered in, my peace, I felt like I was up under attack and nobody had said anything. Well, that caused me to stay on guard. It caused me to stay on guard because I didn't know what was going to happen next. So I sat down in this meeting. It was very brief. And the reason the meeting was brief is because I didn't like what I felt. And they challenged me, and they said that apparently there had been some misunderstanding and I did not understand what they were asking for. And I said to them, this is why I told you to send everything in email format, in email or through email, because I can misunderstand what you say by what I hear. You can miscommunicate what you say by how you feel. But if you put that thing in an email, we both can look back at it and the facts are going to be there. So it's a good practice when you're dealing with people to do everything in an email or a text message. I believe that we should use emails and text message in addition to having a verbal conversation. One of the things that I do whenever I meet with someone verbally, I write down, I take notes of what I said. I write down and I take notes of what I was trying to communicate. And then I follow up in an email. As I discussed earlier today, and I may put the time on it. Here is the expectation. Here are my concerns. And as you stated, your adjustments will be whatever. And I send the same conversation that I had in person. Now I send it through email. Well, why do I do that? Well, I do that so there can be no misunderstanding. I'm going to give you something else. Whenever you have to repeat yourself, there's either a misunderstanding or that person's trying you. At a certain age, it becomes the responsibility of the people involved to communicate and have clear, concise conversations about everything. There's a conversation that we need to have about my expectations. There's a conversation that we need to have about my abilities. There's a conversation we need to have about who I am and what I'm not. If we're going to develop a healthy working relationship, you need to know me and I need to know you. When we are true to these things, when we have people that will challenge us, who love us and want the best for us, then we're able to be the best us and help those who are in need along the way. So I know I came on too early this morning, and I'm getting ready to get off, but I wanted to just come on and have this conversation with you. Thank you all for supporting Coffee Time. Thank you for your time. You could be at a lot of places, but you decided to be here, and for that, I am forever grateful. So you all have a great morning today. Listen, you were born to win, predestined to succeed. There's nothing that can happen to you today that the wisdom on the inside of you is not able to handle. You've got to calm down, be still, trust God, use emotional intelligence, and be quiet and let wisdom speak. When wisdom speak, you will always win. You all go have a productive day and always remember to think higher, speak life. I'll see you on the other side of purpose. Make sure you tune in to Pure Radio, 103.7. We're going to make some announcements coming soon, but it's 103.7. It's 1320 a.m. and it's 92.7 for Orange Park, Green Cove Spring, and Fleming Island. I appreciate you. Thanks for your support. For those of you that give on a monthly basis, you can still give. It's $ sponsor Coffee Time. I so appreciate you. Thank you for making this possible. Without your presence, I don't have a voice. It's you that I'm true to. You all have a great day. Love you all.